Hey, all right, y'all. I am back with another petty pop-up, real heavy on the petty. I'm just here to state my petty opinion. Everything said in this video is alleged and in my opinion and used for educational and entertaining purposes. All right, what my petty bet is at? Y'all get on in here. Let's talk about the liars and haters of Huntsville. This is season 8, episode 5. Waiting to ex-wife. All right, y'all. So we start back here with Moses and Destiny. Destiny was talking all slick to Moses, calling him a liar. She was like making a threat, like, you know, this stuff can be seen. Like she had like text or something in her phone. Like, I don't understand what she's trying to prove. The man didn't already marry somebody. So what is the resolution to this? Like, who you proving something up to? Like, what does it really matter? Like, he done made his decision, boo. I'm not understanding why she's so mad. Moses was talking back slick to her. Go on, pull it up. She was like, well, I'm still her. And he was like, I'm still him. So it was kind of like a little, tit for tat. He was saying that she never came to see him, and Destiny was like, for 8 months I came to see you every other weekend. And then he was like, well, I was paying for that too. So y'all, Destiny was like, I asked you to step up and be a man, and you turn around and you stab me in my back. And he was like, well, you wasn't showing me interest. You know, everything else was so important to you. Then you ain't come for my birthday. I'm like, listen. Destiny said you done found somebody in your weight class that'll accept you fine and broken. They kept going, back and forth. Destiny was saying in her confessional that she made the right decision and all that. And I was like, okay, you did. So why you mad? I don't understand why she's so mad at him. Well, I guess I kind of do, but look, you can't force nobody to love you. And the best thing you can do is let this man go on about his way. If what he done shown you is who he is, honey, the best thing to do is to let him go. Now he's done that problem. Now you don't have to worry about it. He did you a favor, boo. He did you a favor, little do you know. But Destiny was telling him that he wasn't ready to be a father, that it didn't happen because she didn't let it happen. And he was like, you know what? And he was like, she was like, you and your wife, y'all can go have a good life. He was like, we are having a good life. And Destiny was like, you can leave, you dismissed. And he was like, you dismissed. Like, everything she said, he said it back. So anyway, Moses got mad. He was like, I'm taking my pen and leaving. I'm gone. He got a lover's quarrel. The two lovers having a lover's quarrel, going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with, no real resolution. So then Moses got mad. He said, I'm taking my pen, I'm leaving. But anyway, he was like, enjoy the rest of your life. But anyway, so y'all, what did we learn? Okay, Moses is trash. I think Moses is lying. The timeline doesn't add up. Seems like he's trying to cover something, like he is on his get back, just like Destiny said. However, we learned that Destiny is also trash. Destiny does not mind being on the side. Destiny, your box is trash, boo. That's all it is. Your box is trash. Y'all both want to be pampered. What I want to know is who's gonna go to work though and fund y'all lifestyle. Because it seemed like to me, Destiny wanted the lifestyle, but she lazy as fuck. Like, you got all these people funding you and taking care of you. What you doing? Who you taking care of? What you doing for somebody? I don't know, y'all. And it seems like all of this is for a storyline. Seemed like to me, all three of them dragging this out. You know what I'm saying? So all three of them can get paid off of this or get checks off. It seems just contrived to me. Like, I'm not saying that she wouldn't actually have a conversation with the man. But why she gotta have a scene with a conversation with the man? Then the scene with the man going to meet back up with his wife. Then the scene with her meeting up with the wife. Then the scene with the wife going back to meet up with her. Y'all, this is just a filler, as far as I'm concerned. Like, they want everybody to be all up in arms about this, but guess what? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. We're not invested in these people, and we really don't care. Because, you know, Moses and Sunday don't act like no newlyweds. I mean, if y'all ever seen newlyweds, have y'all ever been newlyweds? This is not how newlyweds act. But anyway, I can't understand the need to be proving all this stuff up to Destiny. Like, why is they focused on Destiny so hard? Or are they that hard up for money? Does somebody want to be a movie star? Somebody want to be on TV? What is it? I don't know. But Destiny to me is the fool of all fools to trade somebody like LeBarrett for that trash right there. Because did y'all see that house LeBarrett had Destiny in? Yeah, Destiny, you a fool. Destiny, your boss ain't no good, girl. You don't know what you doing out here. You is a fool, boo. Because that boy there is trash. I'm sorry. He's inarticulate, undecisive. He don't know what he want to do, which way he want to go. It seems like to me, he looking for a come up. That's what I think. I don't know if it's true. It's just what I think. It just seems like to me, she had to do all the coming to him, and no matter how much she came to him, he still wasn't satisfied. So I don't know. It just sounds like he was saying the last time she came to visit him was in January. Then I heard April. Then I heard they were still talking in August. It just sounds like a lot of lies being told. I don't know if they done got together and they worked on it together, or, you know, I don't know if it's just sneaking out or leaking out or whatever. But anyway, y'all, nobody really cares. Destiny got Destiny at the end of the day, because Destiny don't know how to be a friend. So yeah, she might mistake Sunny for a friend because she don't know what the hell a friend is. But anyway, all right, y'all, let's move on. So the next thing we get to is Letitia and Trisha. Tisha is coming to train with Trisha because I guess she was working with Destiny, and Destiny told her about her, so she wanted to hire her as her trainer. But here comes Tisha with a face full of makeup. Do y'all really think she coming to work out? I don't know. So anyway, they get to working out and stuff, and Tisha doing everything she can to try to get Trisha to let up off her, baby. She was like, "Can I get a water break?" So Trisha finally let her get a water break, and here comes Tisha with the questions. Okay, so you know I said in the last video, Tisha can't keep Mel's name out of her mouth. Every scene she bringing up Mel's name because she ain't got nothing else to talk about, and that's to deflect and keep the attention off of her and her mess that she got going on. So all she do is go around from scene to scene and talk about everybody else's stuff, you know. And then she wonder why, you know, people call her out. Then when she get called out, then she want to backpedal and pussy pop. But in this scene, she's talking about Martell, okay? So if it's not Mel, it's Martell, but you best believe it ain't gonna be Marceau. It ain't gonna be what she got going on. It ain't gonna be Zen Garden. It ain't gonna be why the office not finished. It's not gonna be why we still working on our house. It ain't gonna be why our house haven't been built yet. It ain't gonna be why we've been getting sued every other week. It ain't gonna be that. She gonna be talking about somebody else's business. And this is every episode. Okay, so Tisha asked Trisha, was she from Huntsville? And Trisha was like, yes. And she was like, I know Martell. Now, why would that be the first thing you would say? I feel like this lady is a plant, y'all. She was put here for something. It ain't been revealed yet, but it's coming. You know, Queen Sheba already let us know. But anyway, Tisha was like, well, she heard that his brother was the bad one and Martell was the good one. And, you know, Trisha seemed kind of taken aback by that because, you know, I guess she went to school with Hotel's brother. And so Tisha get to dig and ask more questions. Where's your husband from Huntsville? And she was like, I think Marcel know your husband. She was like, no, he probably know my ex. Anyway, she explained that she wasn't actually divorced. And Tisha was like, so that's your fiance? And she was like, well, he's not really my fiance. I'm not actually divorced. And so Tisha was like, well, you got a situationship. And she was like, yeah, that's a good way of saying it. So Tisha was like, well, have you filed? And she was like, no. And she was like, well, what's taking so long? And she goes into the whole thing about we was not communicating at first, and then when we started communicating, we'd touch on it and it wouldn't go anywhere, which is strange because they have 2 kids. So Tisha in her confessional said that, it sounds like your husband don't want to divorce you. It's not, because if you haven't signed it, it sounds like he don't want it. So then she comes back and she's asking Trisha, does she knows that she works with Destiny, and she was like, Trisha is explaining that she was good friends with Stormy, that Stormy was doing her hair and blossomed into a friendship, and that she went to school with Courtney. And she asked her, did she know Nell? And she was like, Nell, is in there, like Nell is related to her somewhere down the line. And Trisha said, well, Nell is of the older generation. She was like, she don't really know. I guess she's younger than Nell or whatever. So Tisha goes in her confessional again and say, Trisha is right. Nell is of the older generation, but she looked good. Is she 60? I know she's knocking on it. I'm going to Google her and find out. Girl, shut up. That's probably all you do is sit around and Google people like the rest of the haters. So Tisha was like, well, I hope you're not feisty and like to argue like her. She like to get up in your face. And Trisha was like, well, she's not gonna get up in my face. And Tisha went to cackling like a witch, boy. She was glad to hear that. And when Trisha said that, yeah, she knew Stormy, that they was friends, and she was like, well, I'm gonna have to get me another trainer. And so Trisha was telling her that she had tried to get a feel for her, and so Tisha was like, well, what do you think? And she was like, well, I think you the sweetest little pretty faced woman ever, whatever she said. So anyway, Tisha says that she don't care that she friends with Storm. As long as she keep her body tight, she gonna be good with her. So I just have a question though. Why hasn't Trisha tried to get a divorce? Why hasn't she attempted to get a divorce? Like, people who want to get divorced, it don't, it take a little while for the paperwork to come through. But at some point, you have to start the paperwork, right? So anyway, y'all, that's about all we got from that scene. So the next scene we get to is Miss Melody Cherie Rogers. She is having a sleepover with her real friends, kind of like the highlight of this dead episode. Okay, so Mel was saying that she newly single. I say newly single. I was like, girl, you've been divorced 3 years. That ain't newly single. I don't know. People are all different. Everybody's perception is different. For me, newly single is 3 to 6 months after your divorce. Okay, we talking about 3 working on 4 years. You've been divorced, right? But that's what she said. She was newly single. I was like, okay. So they was all decked out in their little PJs, y'all. It was so cute. I thought that was so. I would love to do something like that. She was saying that she wanted to pamper them because they have been genuine, and she appreciates them being her genuine, true friends. And Shanita was saying, Mel, you better than any man. I never had no man to do this for something for like this for me. Girl, Shanita always talking about a man. Anyway, so Shanita gets to making the toast and stuff, and she was talking about we're gonna get back talking to the man about the man later. So then they get to talking, and Shanita reveals that cause she does like a lot of international charity work, and she goes out of the country and does a lot of stuff, and she's been taking Mel along with her. Because you remember when they were doing like the water, they were trying to do the water pumps and some type of thing that they were her and Mel were working on. But anyway, Shanita said that Mel is too picky, and Mel was like, well, all the dudes that you tried to hook me up with just wasn't gonna work out. And Shanita was like, well, I sent you a picture of this dude, and Mel was like, he ain't had no tooth on the side. So Shanita was like, well, the tooth on the side don't really matter the thing is, y'all, maybe for Shanita, the tooth on the side don't matter, but for Mel, the tooth on the side matters. You cannot tell somebody what their standards should and shouldn't be. That woman has been through a lot with a bum ass nigga. So she has the right to take her time and deciding if she wants to date somebody. She's not pressed to be with no man. She is probably really enjoying her freedom, enjoying being with her children, enjoying trying to get her businesses off the ground, get some type of legacy going for her children. She's not focused on no man. And if she is, she's smart enough to keep it. If she do have a man, she's smart enough to keep it to herself because ain't none of y'all business. But anyway, Shanita was trying to say that Mel need to drop her expectations. Well, she said she was gonna say her standards, but then she was like her expectations, and I say hell no. I don't think she needs to drop nothing. I think Mel is a smart woman. She'd have made it this far without Shanita Foster advice. She gonna make it the rest of the way. I think that people are different. We come from different walks of life. You know, some of us are older, some of us are younger, and we learn at our own pace. Like just like she got tired of Hotel Liar Holt shit and she got rid of him, she divorced him and she has moved on with her life. That's how all the rest of us gonna fall in her own time. It's not gonna fall in your time, it's not gonna fall in my time. Because a lot of times I be looking at stuff and I be wondering, why won't she get rid of their ass? Why won't she drop these deadbeat ass people? Like why she keep letting them eat off of her? But I understand that everybody has the right to do things in their own time. And so I feel like the end is near for most of the cast. Because if you notice, Mel been asking a lot of goddamn questions. Like every time, just like Nell when she gave them bullshit as excuses about why she went at the podcast. Mel called on it. You know, when she met with Tisha and Kimmy. And she was like, well, I told Tisha, I thought I would have heard from you. Y'all remember Carson Blue said she told Tisha what the girl had told her. So she knew. She was just sitting there lying to that woman's face, acting like she didn't know what the fuck was going on. But Mel called on it. She's like, oh, I thought I would have heard from you. Why would you think that? She sat across from you at that little tea party and giggled the whole time because she had a secret. But anyway, y'all. So, Shanita did a little toast and she was saying that, she was asking questions like, did she feel like she couldn't date because of Hotel Liar Holt? And she was like, you know, probably. And she was telling her she had to stop allowing people to contribute to his nonsense, and that her married friends need to pick a side. You know, and Mel was in her confessional like, you know, either you with me or you're not. Did y'all see Mel confessional look? I think it's kind of avant-garde. I was like, all right, Mel, I see you, girl. You'd have been to Paris. Now you back home schooling the girls, okay? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it seemed like to me, with the exception of Moses and Sonny and Ken and Trisha, every single person on this show have made their choice. They have picked a side. They have all picked Martell's side, and I believe it's with malicious intent. You know, I believe that they are so jealous of this woman that they want to see her down at any cost. You know, and I really believe that's why they siding with an abuser. I don't think that it have nothing to do with anything other than the fact that they want to win over on top of it. They don't want her to keep winning. They want her to be knocked down a couple pegs. That's what I think, you know. But anyway, y'all, Mel is so pretty. She is a gorgeous woman. And just like she did this for her friends, wasn't that like a nice gesture to do? I would love to do something like this. But every time them old heifers I hang out with try to plan something, somebody gonna cancel, y'all. Somebody gonna cancel. We went to Vegas. We in the airport and somebody gonna cancel. Okay, they make me sick. But anyway, Mel is a gorgeous woman, and this little pixie cut is just divine on her. And I'm gonna tell you something, I don't know what she got in that doggone 7th Avenue beauty, honey, but if you don't have nothing, you better get you some, baby. That body scrub is the business. I think that if she don't do nothing else in her life, honey, she's set for the rest of her days, because that body scrub, they're gonna have your melanin popping. You know, our melanin be popping already, honey, but every time I step out, when I go down to Dallas to hang out, or I go to Georgia, honey, I get told about my melanin is popping, okay? So anyway, y'all better get y'all some 7th Avenue Beauty. I would have loved to have gone just for the try, like the little products she had there for them to try. And then she had like the little placemats with everybody's name. Oh, it was so cute. I thought that was so cute. But anyway, I think the people on this show have shown Mel with their actions that they are not her friends. It's up to her to do whatever it is she gonna do. I can't rush her. I can't make her do it in my time. But I think that they have all chosen a side, and they have shown her that they have chosen a side. But anyway, so the next thing we get to, y'all, is Stormy and Trisha. God dog it, it's my phone. Stormy and Trisha. And Hotel comes in. He was like, "What's up with the roses?" And Trisha was like, "Martell acting like he don't know her," pissed her off. But I noticed she didn't say nothing to him. She waited till he left for to tell Stormy that she had seen him at the Target, and he was like, "Hey," but all of a sudden when they get there, he acted like he didn't know who she was. So, when Stormy asked, do you know him? And she was like, yeah, Stormy was asking like, when did you, hang around? Or when did you know him? And she was like, probably be, Martell was like, don't mention no time frame. Just by him saying that, you already know he was married. She's still married. So, they was both married and fooling around. She said it was after Zaria. I guess that's her daughter. That's a real pretty name. I like that name. So Stormy was talking all her crap and saying that they was acting weird, and that she felt like it was a lot of dishonesty in the room. She told them about the Lovers and Friends gala, and that she wanted Hotel to be a shirtless model. And she wanted Trisha to model a thong or something like that. I don't know. So Martell was all, after he figured out, he was like, "Oh, girl, how you doing? Girl, I guess you must look different. I didn't recognize you." Yeah, they was acting like some teenagers. They was acting like, trying to pretend like they didn't know each other. But anyway, Martell was trying to pretend like he didn't know her. Then he started talking about, she was like apprehensive about wearing the thong or boy shorts or whatever she was talking about. He was like, "As long as you got some good sex appeal going on." So Stormy was like, why y'all being so weird? And so anyway, Hotel agrees to be one of the shirtless models. She says that her people are gonna spread some what is it? I don't know, some kind of butter she got on him or whatever. And he was saying that, his body not bodying because he ain't been in the gym. And he was like, if people see me, they're going to expect me to look good and all that. And he just hadn't been working out. And he was like, he going to get it together. He going to work hard. And okay, so he leaves. So then Stormy comes back to talk to Trisha. And she's asking Trisha, like, what was that all about? Like, what's going on? And she kept saying, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know why he acting. I don't know. She don't know nothing. She don't know a damn thing. Yeah, okay, Trisha. So anyway, Stormy waited till after Hotel left to tell Trisha that she needs to train Hotel so he could be ready for the event. Now, isn't Hotel a trainer himself? Wasn't he training people? Don't he work out on a regular basis on his own? Why he need her to train him? Sound like a setup to me. Sound like that's what this whole thing was about, for the setup a scene with them two at the gym. How many gym scenes we gonna get? Jesus, I ain't never seen so many gym scenes on this show. So anyway, y'all, that was pretty much it. So we go to the next scene, which is Moses runs to tell Sunny about his little talk with Destiny. He told her, yeah, I went to have a little talk with Destiny. The first thing Sunny said was, how was she dressed? So, Sunny, are you insecure much? Sitting there looking like an ashy alien with that big mega mind head of yours. Girl, shut up. He was like, I don't know what she had on. She was like, well, did she have on heels? He was like, yeah. So she was looking cute. He was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, she went in on me a little bit. Like, I wasn't the man she wanted me to be. And then we stabbed her on the back, you know. Sonny's still trying to discredit Destiny, and she don't know 5 things about me. She don't know my middle name. Girl, shut up. Your family don't know your middle name. Girl, shut up. I have enough friends. Okay, we got it. You know how many times you gonna say that? We get it. We understand your position. You got enough friends. You don't care nothing about being friends with Destiny. You know, but it is possible that Destiny don't have a clear understanding of what a friend is, because she don't know how to be one. But anyway, y'all, she was saying that, you know, by him knowing her all the years, that he shouldn't have done her like that, and he shouldn't have. And so Sonny says all she did was flew in and got humped on and flew back out. What did you get? Didn't you get the same thing? Moses said right. He said all that shit in front of her, but that ain't what he was saying in front of Destiny. He was trying, you wasn't coming to see me, you wasn't giving me no attention. That ain't sound like no just come in fly by night hump to me. But anyway, she was like, let's not act like this is a 15-year long relationship. Well, it actually was. Whether it was boyfriend, girlfriend, whether it was on again, off again, whatever it was, she has known him a whole lot longer than you have. But anyway, I don't know if these people are playing in our face. I don't know. I feel like they all morally bankrupt to be on here faking a storyline for a check. I really do. Sonny was saying, Moses was saying, I'm just letting you know how it went. And so Sonny was like, all we can do is move forward and focus on our love. And so that's when Moses tells her that he forgot to wear his ring. So she was like, oh, so y'all was just sitting there looking like y'all was on a date. And he was like, no, we wasn't looking like we was on no date. She was like, look, I don't want, make sure you put your ring. She was like, how convenient for you not to wear your ring. Girl, do you know who you're talking to? Girl, do you know that Destiny and Moses been fooling around the whole time he was married? Girl, you haven't done a thing. You haven't changed no dynamic between them. You are just the middleman, honey. Because they could have just as easily went to a hotel as they went to the restaurant, okay? But anyway, she was telling him to wear his ring because she don't want no help for saying that he wasn't wearing his ring or whatever. But anyway, he was like, I know I love you though. Just know that. And she was like, I know you love me because you chose me over all those other girls. Girl, you just a dummy that thinks she got a prize, and you're going to find out. After a while, by and by, learn how to value yourself, honey. But you do look like an ashy alien. You look like a big head ashy alien. You need to do something with that head. You're going to be sitting on the TV talking trash about Destiny, because baby, Destiny came to play. She came to play. She came ready. She might be the brokest one on the cast, honey, but she put it on, okay? Destiny put it on in her confessional and at the restaurant. She did. Now you sitting there looking like you about to breastfeed something, but I'm gonna need you to work on that, because if you're gonna be on TV talking trash, honey, you can't be looking like the help. You got to put it on too. You know, if you're going to be in competition and windmilling for a man that you're not already married, you know, because I don't understand all this undue aggression. Why you so mad at Destiny? Because shit, you act like Destiny took your man. And it's kind of the other way around. So all this extra aggression and all that, girl, I don't know what's all that for. If you ain't did nothing, shut up. You don't have to keep defending your position. You state your opinion and go on, you know, because for me, newlyweds are very touchy-feely, can't keep their hands off each other, always want to sneaking off trying to be by themselves. And girl, y'all should be moving on with y'all life, going, trying to make y'all some babies the natural way. But instead, y'all on TV trying to throw jabs at Destiny, and y'all focus is wrong. If your focus went on Destiny, you might get pregnant. But anyway, y'all, nobody really cares. I don't know why Carlos King is forcing this shit on us. I don't know why people think that people are interested in this triangle or whatever, boomerang, whatever it is, but I don't really care. Moses is trash, Sonny is trash, and Destiny is trash. Okay, so we go to the next scene where we have Trisha and Ken. It is Trisha's birthday, and Ken has cooked a dinner for her. And he's giving her the bracelet that he bought her. He said that he was stepping it up in this relationship because in his last relationship, he wasn't the type to try to like, he wasn't a good gift giver, and he wanted to like improve that area for Trisha. Okay, so Trisha was telling him that Martell walked up and introduced himself like he didn't know her. Ken picked up on it right away. So what he was trying to say, he said that would make people think y'all used to smash or something like that. So he picked up right on it. Right, he was like, well, you might have to say something about that. I'm like, well, shouldn't you be the one saying something about that? But anyway, he was like, we see him out so much, and we went to his magazine lunch, He was like, yeah, that'll make people think he was messing around. And he was saying that he had looked at some other jewelry while he was out, but he couldn't buy that until, till she actually get them doggone papers signed. So, baby, when Trisha got in that hot seat, baby, that face changed, honey. She was like, because he was laying it on. He was like, so what is it? Why, is it that you don't want to divorce, or you don't want to, or you scared to get? He was laying on them questions, and baby Trisha she was getting hella uncomfortable. She didn't know what to say. He was like, she really couldn't give him an answer about why they hadn't had those papers signed. He was saying that if it was me and I wanted to get out of it, I would go ahead. I would activate that. And it's a good, I was just wondering earlier, why hadn't she even tried to get that done? Like, what is her deal? And he was saying, your intentions are marrying me. Like, this is what you want, is basically what he was saying. I am what you want, because she never said that. All I heard her say was that he has a good bond with her children, and I didn't hear her say, I love how he loves me, and as much as I try to push him away, he's patient with me, and she don't never talk like that about him. The only thing she really says is that they've bonded. He's bonded with the children. They've kind of meshed their little families together, but she don't really express any want for Ken. And so I don't know that she do want Ken, but they really don't add nothing to the show. You know what I'm saying? We're not invested in these people. We really don't care. I think Trisha has a lot of secrets. She got a lot of shit going on, and she being kind of tight-lipped. She already don't open her mouth enough for you to understand what the hell she's talking about. So, I mean, the suspense, it is really not suspenseful to me, because I wouldn't be shocked. There's a lot of people thotting out here. That's the way people are nowadays. Like I said, they don't add nothing to the show. It's just a bunch of BS. Like, it really makes it look like heterosexual relationships are a joke to some people. But anyway, a lot of these people are just superficial, y'all. That's all they talk about is hair. They out in the gym trying to fake like something. How about you get some sustenance on the inside? Why don't you get some type of enrichment for your mind? You know what I'm saying? All they worried about is superficial stuff. They some stunners and performers. All the men are toxic trash with the exception of Ken, and the women are male identified with the exception of male. I saw this TikTok with Devon Franklin, the guy that was married to Megan Good, and he was saying, how you can tell the difference between a toxic man and a man who's not toxic? It's because the man who's not toxic, he's there to serve. He's there to serve. He wants to know what it is that you like. He's going to find out how he can advance your life. What can he do? He's going to see you. A toxic man is there to be served. He ain't serving nobody. The only way he sees you is through whatever avenue you can use to serve him. He do not care about pleasing you. He do not care about your needs. He do not care about none of that. He is there to be served. He think he is the king. And that's the difference between a toxic man and one who is not toxic. Now tell me one who ain't toxic on this show. Most of these men on this show are toxic, and all the damn women are male identified. So anyway, y'all, that's all we get at the end. After he asked her, so your intentions are marrying me. That's kind of where he left it at, and he left it to be continued. So now Carlos King, Carl Lucifer, come on up here to the front, because I think that you are tanking this show on purpose because of ego, because of arrogance, because of jealousy. Whoever came up with these bullcrap storylines, this bullcrap mess. I see why Mel is not promoting this show. This is garbage. Nobody wants to see this. It's trash. It's dead. It's boring. It's like a waste of time. People are turning this show off more and more. As you can see, the ratings are plummeting, and this is the legacy that you'll be leaving behind. I know you don't care because I think he's checked out. I really think that once Carl Lucifer saw the support that Mel had, he tried to come up with some fans of his own. Now, when have you ever heard of a producer of a reality show having fans, y'all, and then naming them? When have y'all ever heard? This is the stupidest shit I ever heard of. So once he secured another deal with OWN, I don't think he care about Love and Marriage Huntsville anymore. He done moved on. I think that he was like he don't care if it all end in a ball of fire because he got another focus. And I think that the podcast, the ones that's gonna be left behind, they're not gonna see it coming because I really think this is gonna be their last season, whether they know it or not. OWN gonna come out and make that old faithful announcement that they're not gonna pick up the show for another season. And then he can lie and say, well, I fought for y'all, but they wanted to go in another direction. He gonna leave them people high and dry. And Melody Rogers gonna get to laugh all the way to the bank. And I'm gonna be right there laughing with her. I'm gonna be right there laughing with her because that's just what they ass get. That's exactly what they deserve. So what did y'all think of this episode? I think it's going downhill, y'all. I think regardless of the viewership, I think it's on its way out. So y'all get down in the comments. So listen, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate all of the support that I do get. I'll be over here struggling, y'all. I have zero editing skills. I be having sound issues that I can't fix sometimes. So I'll be over here struggling, but I'm gonna keep rolling. I'm gonna keep rolling. Thank y'all for hanging on. So y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Thank you guys for watching. And until the next time, y'all. Peace.